Hello and welcome back or welcome to my podcast, Live, Laugh, Lily Kincade with your host, Lily Kincade. I'm recording this on the day that I'm uploading it because it's New Year's, so I had to make it. I didn't want to do it in advance. Happy January 1st. Happy 2024. What a year 2023 was. I've just been doing so much reflecting and so much looking through and evaluating. And it was a crazy year. It was a crazy year, but I feel like it was really good. It was a lot of like inner work, a lot of preparation time, at least for me. And now I feel ready. I feel ready for the craziness that 2024 is going to bring in the best way. I feel focused. I feel grounded. I feel ready. But anyways, enough about me. Happy New Year. And thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. It's going to be short and sweet because this is something that I wish I would have started sooner. And it's really simple. It's really simple, as you can tell by the title. Make your bed. Lily, how is that going to help me? How is making my bed going to do anything? I'm telling you, make your bed. Make your bed. Make your bed. Make your bed, okay? It takes 21 days, which is approximately 3 weeks to build a habit. And I'm telling you, making my bed changed my life. It sounds silly, but it really did. Because if you make your bed right in the morning, it sets your whole day up for success and is the perfect habit to add to your morning routine and the perfect way to start a routine. And so that's kind of what we're going to be talking about a little bit about today. This is mainly just a little rant and me wishing you Happy New Year. But yeah, I have a couple more tips. I'm trying to get into a good morning routine, and like I always say, whatever I'm talking about on the podcast is usually whatever I'm currently going through, and we're just here to support each other, and I need to get back into a good routine. I've been staying up really late. I've been sleeping in late. I've been not feeling like the best version of Lily. I have been feeling lazy, and you know what? We're snapping out of that. I can't snap with my left hand. We're snapping out of it because every single day is a new opportunity. My brain is moving so fast. Every single day is a new opportunity to start over and to start fresh. And oftentimes we were like, oh, New Year's, like, oh yes, we're gonna do all these goals. But if you mess up tomorrow, if you mess up this weekend, if you don't hit all your goals or all of your daily routine checklist, that's okay. You have a new day. You have a new day tomorrow, and yeah, that's kind of all that matters. Don't ever. It's really easy to start looking at comparison, especially around the new year, because everyone's working out all the time. Everyone's working on their goals. People are waking up so early, 5 a.m., doing all this stuff, and it can be really easy to fall into this comparison of like, oh my God, I'll never be able to do that. Why am I doing this? It's like, no. All I want you to do is compare to your past version of yourself, and every single day, if you're making your future self proud and you're doing at least one thing that is growing you and challenging you to be the best version of yourself, you're doing okay. You're doing amazing. You are doing amazing. Anyways, okay. There's this amazing book by I think he's a lieutenant. I think he's a lieutenant now. But it's by William McRaven, and he was in the Navy for 37 years, a Navy SEAL. And he became a 4-star admiral, but he has this book, and I've never actually read the book. This is on my reading list for 2024. It's so weird to say that, you guys. But it's on I've watched a lot of videos and like summaries of it, but I've never actually read it, but that's on my list. But it's an amazing book, and he wrote it after being a Navy SEAL for 37 years, and it's just a kind of advice in different things that he observed that he implemented into his life. But the biggest thing is make your bed. Like, that's why the book is called Make Your Bed. And there's a little quote. Since at the beginning of every Live, Laugh, Lily Kincade episode, we have a little quote that relates to the episode. I'm going to read you this because this really, really shook me and woke me up and is kind of the reminder that I needed personally today, because like I said, I've been sleeping and I've just not been my best self, and making my bed is going to kickstart my routine and kickstart your routine. So, okay, let me just read this instead of rambling. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task and another and another. By the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you will never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made, and a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. Wow. It's true though. Think about it though. Think about it. Like I always say, like a clean space, clean mind. It really is true. And something for me is making my bed. I started probably And like I said, I've kind of fallen off, haven't been very consistent with my routine, which is okay. We're all going to fall off, but it's important to get back on it. It's important to get up again. It's not the act of doing it. It's the act of, falling down and standing up again and starting that routine, setting the alarm 10 minutes earlier and gradually wake up earlier so you can have time to study, to work out, to read, to pray, to whatever it is that you want to do. But making your bed is amazing. So I have formulated some of my tips that I'm currently using because, like I said earlier, it takes 21 days, 3 weeks to build a new habit and to get into a new routine. So if you do whatever you formulate for your plan, if you can do it for 3 weeks, it'll be like a habit, and then you won't have to think about it. So that's what I'm doing. But I have like my little plan that I made. The first one is I'm making my bed every morning. If there's a morning where I rush out the door and I'm busy or whatever, no matter what it is, I'm going to make my bed. Even if I have to come home, I'm going to come back home and make my bed. Like, even if I didn't make my bed all day, before I get into bed, I'm going to force myself to make it, to get in the routine of being like, you know what? No, I'm going to make it every single day. Making my bed every single day, period. No matter what. The next thing I'm also doing with my routines is I'm learning to charge my phone in my bathroom. I've gone through periods of this where I'm like, okay, I need to put the phone in the bathroom because I have this habit of just checking my phone, turning on my alarm, and then I'll be on TikTok, or I'll be on YouTube, or I'll be just on Instagram or something, and I'm scrolling and it's suddenly 3 a.m. And then I'm anxious and can't fall asleep because I'm like, oh my God, I have to be up in 4 hours. So I'm making my bed every single day and I'm charging my phone in the bathroom far away from me where I cannot reach it. I know a lot of people are getting like the Hatch alarm clock. I've never tried that before, but that seems to help a lot of people. Not sponsored, but also too, I've heard that you can get like just an analog clock, an alarm clock, which can really help because the phone thing is crazy. Like, you guys, the phone screen time is being limited this year. That's my third thing. This is basically just me talking about my habits for my morning routine to actually hold myself accountable and to also give you guys kind of like a guideline that you can follow if you are wanting to break some old habits, because I often find that just sometimes it's like you just got to do the hard stuff first, especially in the morning, and like it will make everything better and everything easier as well. But okay, so I'm making my bed every single day because by making our beds, we can change the world. I'm making my bed every single day. I'm going to try to limit my phone use when I first wake up, and I'm going to do that by charging my phone in the bathroom, because then 1, I can fall asleep better, get better sleep, but 2, in the morning, sometimes I'll grab my phone and I'll just be scrolling in bed, and then I run out of time. I don't get to make my bed. I'm frazzled. I'm like already in a negative headspace because I'm comparing myself online. So we're charging our phone in the bathroom, so then that way no social media. Made a list. Okay. And then I have a brain dump. This is something I love doing as well as making my bed. This is something that is so helpful, and I encourage anyone to do this. Already journaling. I think journaling right when you wake up, right when you fall asleep. I have a podcast episode called It's Time to Start Journaling. Watch that if you want to start journaling. It will give you literally everything. And there's like 50 journal prompts too. If you need a little like Kickstarter, a little positive energy, go watch that episode. But something I do in the morning and at nighttime, because sometimes I'll have like ideas in my sleep or like right when I wake up, or I'll dream of them. It's weird. If I have something to do, I'll dream of it. Isn't that weird? Like, does that ever happen to you guys? Like, my brain's thinking of it, and that's why I'm like, I just got to get this done. But what I do, I have a little notepad that looks like this. This is pink because I just love pink things. But I have a notepad by my bed, and right before I go to sleep, I'll brain dump. Like, I'll just random things. It could be like, I need groceries. I need to text this person back. I need to do this. I have to write this song, or this is something I need to do, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll just brain dump, and it'll just be like craziness. But I'm telling you, that gets it out of your head, and you don't live with this thing of this like inner, like heaviness of all these things that you're thinking about. Does that make sense? Or like anything, just put it on paper. Put it on paper. Like any brain dumping can be really good. I often like to do just a random brain dump at nighttime. And then in the morning when I wake up, as I'm journaling after I've made my bed and I'm drinking my water, because you know what, we are staying hydrated in 2024. Hydrated and healthy and happy and just historic. But I also love doing this too. Whether I make a new brain dump or I go to my previous brain dump, I heard somebody say that you need to pick 3 things at a time because your brain cannot handle focusing on so many things. And so then you're going to be in this choice paralysis of being like, oh my God, I have all these things on my to-do list. I don't know what to do. And then you waste time. So what I've started doing is I circle or highlight or underline or put stars by however I'm feeling. But basically I like rank my brain dump in my to-do list. I rank it and I circled 3 things. I picked 3 things that are like the most urgent that I need to do. And I do those in the morning. I do them before I do anything else. I do them before I scroll social media, unless it's something like, oh, I need to post this video, but I'm not scrolling, I'm just posting something. But it's crazy how doing that has made my life so much different. And granted, I've fallen off, but I'm going to get back into the habit, because I always say, like, the 3 things are also the ones that you kind of don't want to do. It could be, you know, I have to email these people back. I have to do this paperwork. I have to go to the DMV and stand in line for 3 hours. And you don't want to do that, but I'm telling you, just circle the things that you need to do, like 3 things, and do those first. And suddenly everything else becomes easier. Everything else becomes easier. And that could be like, for me the other day, it was like, I needed to do my laundry. I had to clean my room and do my laundry. And I was like, kept avoiding it. I literally was like, it's fine, no one cares. Like, and I was like, no, you're doing that. So I didn't let myself scroll on my phone until I did it. And I did it. And I felt great. And I was able to get a lot of other stuff done for the rest of the day. But those are kind of my like little tips. Make your bed every single freaking day. We are making our beds. If anything, this podcast is just, we're making our beds. Make your bed. Make your bed. This is me. This is Lily Kincade. I'm brainwashing you to make your bed, okay? You're going to make your bed, and by making your bed, you're going to change the world. You are going to be so productive. You are going to have a glow up. You are just going after your goals. Nothing is stopping you, all because you made your bed. If you can make your bed, you can do anything. Okay, screen record that and listen to that anytime you feel lazy, and it'll just be like I'm your older sister telling you to make your bed. Anyways, but if anything, this little podcast was basically saying, make your bed, create a little morning routine. I know some people love to go on a little walk in the morning. I like to do my exercise not super early in the morning. I like to like journal and have like a slow morning, but some people love going on walks in the morning. No matter what it is, I want you to create a little morning routine for yourself. And the number one thing on your morning routine is to make your bed. And you're going to think of me and you're going to be like, oh my gosh. But yeah, we'll check in. We'll check in 3 weeks and see how this has been going. I want to know too, what else do you guys want me to talk about in 2024? Like, what is going on in your guys' lives? I mean, also, I guess what's going on in my life too. I don't know. You guys, this is the year my debut album comes out. I'm scared, but I'm excited scared. I'm scared because, not scared. I would say I'm anticipating. I'm excited. I'm like ready. I'm ready, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's going to be weird, like in a good way, when it's finally out, because it's been this dream of mine since I was a little kid, and it's been in my head. You know, I've been writing it for the past 3 years, which is wild, but in the best way possible. Like, I literally just get so excited talking about it. Like, my face, I'm lighting up because it's crazy that it's going to be this year. So it'll be fun. But yeah, if there's anything you ever want me to talk about, or like you are struggling with something, as you guys know, my Instagram DMs are always open, but you can leave it in the Q&A box at the end of this episode, or in the comments if you're watching on YouTube. But I'm excited for the new year, and thank you for being here with me. I know there's only like a couple of you guys that listen to these, but I wanted to start putting these out because A, why not? And B, because a lot of times too, people ask me the same questions about things, and then they can go listen to the podcast episode. And I also listen to them too. Whenever I'm feeling down, I'm like, I need to listen to this, or, you know, we're all in this together. Like I say, you know, it can be so easy to just see the differences in people, but we are so much more similar. We are all humans on this earth. And, you know, I think we have a lot to learn from each other, and you're never really alone. So that's kind of why I started doing this. But I love you guys. I love you guys so much. If you haven't streamed Lily Kincade music today, I feel like you should. This is your sign to go stream some historic, go stream some Winter Coat, go stream some 3 months today. 19 songs out, you guys. That's crazy. And I'm about to have a whole album. Like, my dreams are coming true, slowly but surely. But also, like, it's just a matter of time when you put in the work. It's a matter of time when you put in the work. Eventually something will happen, because eventually people, you know, they give up, or they find a different passion, or they go a different way in life, which is totally fine. But consistency, you know, maybe we should talk about that in another episode. I don't know. This is just me rambling. I love you guys so much. Happy freaking New Year from me to you, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here with me, and thank you for coming with me to this new year. And I'm just so thankful because, you know, once this is like the only time, like, you guys are here for me before I even have my debut album out, and that's such a rare thing. I'm now realizing that I'm just so lucky to have supporters and to have people who are invested and like care, because it's really cool to get to share this journey and share these moments and these like monuments with you guys, and like get excited when a song gets on a playlist, or get excited when somebody likes my song, because it's like fun. We're in it together. And I just want to say thank you again, because I can never say it enough. But I love you guys. Okay, we're gonna say our affirmation, and then I'm gonna go. And tomorrow morning, you are going to make your bed. Ready? Today is a wonderful day. I'm confident because I am a problem solver. I always have options because I choose to be optimistic. Today I will learn something new, laugh, and make a difference in someone else's life. I love you guys. Send this to a friend, send this to a family member, because you know what? We got to encourage other people. I want you guys to go out and be the leaders. But yeah, hope this encouraged you and inspired you to make your bed. We're going to do this. We are going to crush 2024. It's going to be our year. It is our year. It is our year. I claim it now. And I love you guys so much. And I will see you next week.